Good rises, my peoples. I hope you're having a blessed day. You woke up today and, God gave you this breath that you were breathing so you can watch this video and have another blessed day. Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
I wanted to talk to y'all today because, this past weekend. Now, before I tell y'all this, I do not recommend you do anything that I've done. I do not support, drugs or anything in any nature, hallucinogenics, weed, none of that. That is not what this channel is for, and that is not what I support. If you decide to do it on your own being, that is what you decide to do and is not influenced by me. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. This past weekend, me and my special someone, my lady, I'll let y'all meet her, later on in life. She don't want to be on camera just right now, but my special lady, my woman, me and her, we went on a camping trip, okay? And in this camping trip, we decided to dive into the spiritual world. Okay? Now, diving into the spiritual world, us being very spiritual people and all, very, very spiritual people, we decided to go a little bit more in depth. And if any of you guys have ever taken psilocybin or psilocybin, whatever you want to say, you know that is the damn key to all openings of the spiritual world. It is like the forged key of the earth in order for you to not naturally go there, but it helps you get there faster. It helps you, it's like a catalyst that opens that gate. It takes away that whole entire wall, okay? So me and my special lady, we decided to dive into that venture. And when I tell you, listen, the spiritual world is real, y'all. Like, for real. Ever since taking them nice mushrooms, I have not been able to close my third eye. Now, 5 years ago, me and the homies, we had dove into this before, but it was a smaller dose. And I had a spiritual awakening then. That's when I started growing my locks. That's when I decided, my hair was my antennas and I could not cut it. That's when I found out that, how big am I to this world, or how little I am to this world, but how big of a footprint I could leave on this earth. Those were those spiritual conquests that I had came across when I had taken these psilocybins or psilocybins, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So, me and my lady, we decided to take a bigger dose. I took an eighth. If anybody you guys don't know what an eighth is, it's 3.5 grams of psilocybin. Now, listen here, people. I've researched psilocybins so much that I have never in my life came across any type of experience that I came across. Now, me and my woman, we're growing with each other and we're learning about each other. We believe that, that we may be each other's twin flames, or that we are similarity into each other, because when we talk to each other, it's as if we are talking to a mirror. Like, what she does and how she acts is like, damn, woman, are you me? Like, hold on, let me step back real quick and look at this woman real quick. So, long story short, we in this trip. I'm having my trip, she's having her trip. It's a great experience. We're seeing the colors, we're seeing the mandalas, we're seeing the light fractures and everything. Like, she's telling me what she's seeing, and I'm telling her what I'm seeing. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is nuts, okay? Then we turned off the lights. Man, we turned off the lights and the world was brightened. Like, it was like the light was just switched on instantly. And we both noticed it at the same time. We was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, excuse my French, why did it just get so bright? Like, we just turned off the light because we was camping in a tent. We was in the wilderness and everything. I'll put up another video later when I finish editing, like, our camping trip. But we was out there, man. We was out there in the dark. Like, we was out there in the dark. And the sequoias, like, dark. No light. The moon wasn't even out yet. It was 5 in the afternoon. You feel me? It's still dark. Like, it's dark. Because you're in the mountains, the sun gone after, once it hits that mountain peak. And we sitting there, we're like, yo, this is a trip. And she's like, she gets real quiet, and then I get real quiet. And I can feel her presence, her existence, her being. And then she said that she could see my being, my existence, and my presence. And then all of a sudden, we're in the same trip together. I don't want to go into detail about that trip because that's something that I want to make sure that my woman is, okay with me sharing. But just know that, like, I've never in my life have ever read or witnessed or heard anybody say that they was in the same trip together, like, ever. It was so relaxed and so rejuvenating, and just it was a trip on a trip at first, because we was like, yo, like, she even said it because I was like, why am I here with you? She's like, yeah, wait, why are you here with me? Because we were dreaming, like, we were in this dream state awake. Like, we were sitting there together experiencing the same exact trip at the same exact time. There was no time lapse. There was no, oh, did you see that? Like, whatever she saw, I saw. Whatever I saw, she saw. It was the same trip at the same time. Oh, man, I kid you not, people. I kid you not. It was a great, great humbling experience that, I got to experience with my woman, and we got to grow from that. And ever since then, I have not been able to turn off this light. Like, I'm able to see in the dark so much. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't say this, I don't glorify this, psilocybin or anything for you guys to go out there and try it, but I'm just giving you my experience behind it, because I've tried it multiple times. Well, this is my second time trying it. And each time that I've tried it, it has been so awakening. But for some reason, this trip was like, it was amazing. And my being that I was in contact with, my superconscious that I was in contact with, left me with a conundrum. It said, your reward shall be paid for, and my only existence is to live. Man, I'm still trying to figure that one out, okay? You know how, like, some of you guys that have taken this, you can rationalize things, you can put things together, like, okay, that makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense. Dog, like, I don't even know. Like, I know I'm deep, I know I get real deep with words that I say to people and everything, but that, man, I'm like, what reward? Like, what reward are we talking about? And how is it being paid for? Like, what are we doing here? Like, my only existence is to live? Like, do I just keep living? I'm okay with that, but, like, what reward am I gonna get from just living? Like, I thought life was the reward. It's, it was a trip, but it was a great experience, man. It was a great, great experience. The camping trip was a great experience. We got to stay with nature, be one with nature. There was a family of deer that was there with us. It was great. There was many animals, many birds, and just, man, it was a different experience. Once we came back too, I told my woman, I was like, yo, like, we just tent traveled. Like, we just traveled through multiple dimensions in, like, one night. Like, it felt like an eternity though. Like, it felt like it was forever. Like, damn, it felt like forever, man. But it was only like 4 or 5 hours. Like, we took it at, I think it was like 2 or 3 or 4 or one of the, I don't even know. And then like I really didn't come like complete until like I was like 10, 11 o'clock. I was like, yo, like I even woke back up out of a dream, and I had 9 dreams the next night. For any of you guys that know me, I don't have dreams unless they're meaningful dreams, because that's just who I am. Like I have dreams when something's gonna happen, may it be good or bad. I had 9 dreams the next night, and I've had a dream each night, and my woman has been in my dreams each night. I've never dreamed about somebody ever. Like I usually it's usually some form of like, you know, figurative language or figurative picture that comes up, and I'm just like, okay, you know, let me try to make sense of this, and I try to make sense of it. But for some reason, my dreams lately have been so vivid and so self-explanatory. Like I'm like, whoa, what is going on? So my people, I say to you, man, blessed be who you are, because man, I know who I am. I know who I am. That's crazy. Yeah, it was a trip, but it was a great experience. You know, I'll post the video of our camping trip. You know, I really couldn't record too much because my lady, she don't like really being on the camera, even though she's like very photogenic and she's very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I'll post that, you know, when she gives me the chance to actually edit it. And, you know, she goes through and approves, you know, what's in there or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But, man, people, I just wanted to update y'all, man, because I've been gone for, you know, from y'all for like a week. You know, I promised y'all that I wouldn't, you know, hide from y'all no more. And, you know, that was just something that, you know, that was an experience that I just went through, man, this weekend. Like, it was a trip. That trip on a trip. We went tent traveling through dimensions. You feel me? Like, I still feel like I'm not in the same dimension I left. You know? Like, I was already the type of person to question reality in itself. Now I'm questioning the reality that is within reality. Like, that shit is crazy. But man, it's good. It's good though. But I don't glorify drugs at all. Let me repeat that once again. I do not glorify drugs. But if you decide to take anything, try that simple silent. Hey, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I'm about to hit the gym. I'm about to go get my, you know, physical body right since my mental body is on point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a blessed day. I appreciate y'all 100%. And I love y'all. Peace and prosperity.